Hello gamers, my name is Spark, and today I'm going to show you an awesome one-of-a-kind tool that you can use at your D&D or other TTRPG table. In this video I'm going to show you an encounter generator. Be advised, I built this generator specific to D&D 5e, but with just a little bit of tweaking, it can work for basically any TTRPG. Here's how this video is going to go. For starters, I'm going to show you the basics of how this tool works and how you can use it at your table. Then I'm going to show you what's happening behind the scenes to make the generator work so that you can customize it to better fit your campaign. As far as generators go, this one's about as straightforward as any of the ones that I've created. Again, it's an encounter generator, and the idea here is that your players are about to hit the road, or they're going to the tavern, or they're going through the woods, and you want to give them something to happen. You don't have anything planned and you want there to be something random. That's what this is. This is a random encounter generator. And some of them are combat and some of them aren't. Like all of my generators, there's the generate button that turns it all on. There's the settings section, and then there's the results section. So let's start with the settings on this one. There are 8 possible settings that can generate an encounter for you. So let's take a look at how it works. So let's say your party is going to the tavern and you want something to happen at the tavern. You just click generate and it gives you 5 potentials, and you can decide which, if any of them, you would like to use. Every result will tell you which list it came from, and this is beneficial for you if you wanted to just say, let's see what happens in town. So you turn on all of those and this will let you know, okay, at night in the inn, this is going to happen, but then out on the town, this is going to happen during the night, during the day. So that's why every result will return where it's happening. So let's go back to the tavern list. The fire in the hearth is actually a baby fire elemental curled up and sleeping. It can be a little fussy if awoken. The fire genasi barkeep often stops what they are doing to take care of it. That's pretty interesting. This should allow for some interesting interactions or encounters to happen in the tavern. Another one, a very loud drunk half-elf is loudly demanding vegan eggs. One or more of the party are invited to participate in a drinking game, and then it gives you a link. You could then copy that link, and obviously it's going to take you to a resource for drinking games that might help you as the GM to run a drinking game. So you get the idea of maybe some of what the tavern type encounters would look like. Let's look at some encounters that might happen on the road. So we've got combat, a random medium encounter involving beasts. Now you notice, of course, that it's pretty vague. The intention there is to let you know what's going to happen without having enough power to strong arm the campaign and the world that you're in. We could have put in here that it's a combat encounter with 6 wild boar, but maybe the part of the world that your players are in doesn't have boar, or maybe boars are way too powerful for the combat that your characters can handle, or maybe they're way too weak. And so that's why we just left it a little more vague to let you know, okay, so something's happening with beasts. So I need to, as the GM, I would just need to open up my monster manual really quick, go find some beasts, and figure out what would be a good way for there to be a medium level encounter. A migrating treant walking down the middle of the road. A mule laden with bags, packages, and gear wanders into the party camp. The owner is nowhere to be seen. That might be kind of interesting. Is the owner alive? Is the owner dead? Is the mule polymorphed? What's in the bags? Is this free loot? Is it cursed loot? Who knows? And so this generator gives you, the GM, an opportunity to have something randomly generated, an idea placed in your lap, but with still giving you the power to craft it specific to the campaign, the setting, and your players. Let's take a look at some wilds encounters. A pack of goblins on wolfback runs by the party, too scared to stop, followed by 2 bears, a druid, and a ranger in hot pursuit. Giant trapdoor spider. Like that one. If you don't know what a trapdoor spider is, YouTube it and then have fun with your nightmares. So we have another combat. We have a couple combats with plants or monstrosities. Again, this one's easy, this one's medium. And then the last one I'll show you is just the bergs. So a dark shadow blots out the moon and then it's gone. What could that possibly mean? A pickpocket. Somebody in the party gets pickpocketed or attempts to be pickpocketed. A newly cursed lycanthrope bursts out of their home trying to get away from their family as they feel their first transforming starting to take hold. That's really cool. Honestly, I think that'd be a really fun encounter. And so you have your 4 different categories: inns, bergs, roads, and wilds, days and nights. And there you go. That's it. That's the random encounter generator. Super simple to operate. Just decide what you want through the checkboxes. You have to have something checked or it won't work. And that's that. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see that there is a storage system. All of my generators have a storage system, and this just gives you somewhere to save these encounters if you want to. So if you come down here, you'll notice that there is an expansion plus button, and that opens up this whole section. And you'll notice that this section directly mirrors what this section looks like. And so if you've randomly generated this list and you would like to keep it because your party is going to be in town for a couple days and you just want to have these handy, all you have to do is just copy it, come down into this section, and you're going to right click, paste values only. So it's paste special, values only. If you do just paste, then it's going to copy the codes and it won't work. So if I just click paste, you'll notice that didn't work. But if you go paste special values only, then it does work. And now you'll notice that these are here and these will not change. Notice this very first one that we copied, someone has cast or paid someone to cast Dream. That's not the first one up here anymore. This one's gone. Or rather, this one is gone from this list. These 5 cells are called dynamic cells. Anytime anything changes anywhere in the Google Sheet, these cells will recycle. So notice I'm just going to press the delete key and everything changed. Whereas down here, if I press the delete key, nothing changes. And that's the point. So these are dynamic cells. These will reset every time you change anything in the sheet. And so if you want to save these, you have a storage system down here where you can copy and paste them where they won't change. You have your tracking system up here. I've given you 6 stacks. So you have 6 stacks of 5. So essentially you have 30 slots to save random encounters. Notice that it says stack 1 has 0 openings. If I were to delete one of these, right, it just keeps track of which ones have openings, so that lets you know even after everything is collapsed. Feel free to rename this. So this is stack number 1. Maybe you want to give it a title. Maybe it's for the town of Borderville, and so you've got your encounters at the burgs and inns and taverns there in Borderville, and so you can put those in there. And then any additional notes that you want to type in here, just type those in. Now when this is collapsed, you know what encounters you have saved. And so this is a really easy way for you to organize and store encounters for when you want to use them later. And that's it for the basics. It's a super simple random generator to use. This isn't my only generator, by the way. I have dozens that I'm sure you'll find interesting. This table that you can see on screen now shows all the generators that I've created and which of them, at the time of publishing this video, have video tutorials like this one. All of my random generators are available for purchase on buymeacoffee.com for just a couple bucks. Links are in the description. If you're enjoying this video, now would be a great time to share it with other gamers. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me out. It's customization that sets my random generators apart from all the others. If you're a widely experienced GM, this probably isn't your first random generator that you've toyed around with, but it will probably be your last. No other tool has allowed you to customize the code and master lists so you can personally craft your own spectrum of results. So let me show you how you can customize this random generator to fit your campaign. Every one of my generators has a reference tab. So we have the generator tab and then the reference tab. And if you come over here to the reference tab, you'll see we have a lot of information, but it's all very simple. This is probably the easiest of all of my generators to customize. Notice we have 4 sections: inns, burgs, roads, and wilds. Notice that they mimic perfectly the 4 sections in the settings. And notice we have day and night. We have day and night, so this should be very intuitive at this point. You can enter in whatever encounters you want to in this list. Anything that's in this list has the potential of being generated. Currently, the inns day list has 100. In fact, all of these lists have 100 random encounters. So currently, if there's 100 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns, then you know this generator currently has 800 random encounters that could happen. You, of course, can go through each list and decide if you want to keep or remove or change any of the encounters in the list. So maybe for some reason you want to remove this one that's gnomes are holding a yard sale. They have any number of strange and fascinating contraptions. Maybe you don't want that one in the list and you just want to get rid of it. You can just delete it. However, you don't want to leave any blank spots in the list, like in the middle of the list. So the better thing to do would be to actually right-click, delete cells, shift up. You don't want to leave any blanks in the middle, but of course you can have blanks underneath all you want to. And also you can expand this list as far as you want to. You could have 1,000, you could have 10,000. Honestly, you could have 10,000 random items in this list. We've provided 800 for you in total. You can expand on it as much as you want to. So what I would recommend you do is just go through this list, creating new encounters or removing ones you don't like, and customize it to your campaign, the tone and the feel of your campaign. And that's it. That's how you customize this generator. This stuff over here, you can ignore all of this. This is just the functionality of making the thing work. So you're not going to change anything over here on the left. And that's it. That's the random encounter generator. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, I have dozens of other generators, so be sure to check them out here on YouTube or at buymeacoffee.com. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and happy gaming.